and they call me JCB. हे कातोताय उबान उडोवपाचें काम गेले.
Dylan aka JCB.
Yeah.
So in the intro I'll put like, welcome to 3XP, we have JCB today. And, yeah.
What do you mean by give me some tips and tricks to lose belly fat? Kit ek 5 bench press मारपाचें. There's nothing like that. You have to be consistent. You have to be motivated.
तर म्हणता नाही, अरे बियर मला काय जाणार आहे बारीक करून.
See, once in a while I can understand. People drinking 6-5 cans of beer, you tell them to drink 6-5 bottles of water, they can't drink. Beers they can. And on top of it, they even eat food.
रातचे फ्रेंडाक कॉल करपा, अरे मातसो यो बरे हॉस्पिटलात मातसो एडमिट आसा.
कित जालें बाबा, कित जालें? काय ना, हांव बायक चलयतालो, झाड मध्ये येयलें रस्त्याचेर म्हणटात.
Namaste everyone and welcome back to another episode of 3XP, where we talk to all creative heads around Goa. In this episode we had JCB aka Dylan Rodriguez. He's a firefighter, cosplayer, artist, singer, bodybuilder and many more talents under his sleeve. On this episode we talked about the thin line between real and real life and many more topics covered, which I won't reveal here because you need to dive in the episode, right? So let's dive in. I'm Kunal Raj and you are listening to 3XP by KRF Media, sponsored by. Enjoy. So Dylan, welcome to the podcast, and I hope I don't end up in conversation where I get punches, and having you here, seeing your physique, I feel left out from the gym, How often you end up in fights and arguments?
Very, very, very rarely. If I fight a verbal spat, it's gonna be at home. Among friends in public, very rare. It really needs to have a really strong reason to tick off my brains and my patience. I've never got into a fist fight or anything like that. I've never punched anyone. So that is still my record. I hope it stays that way.
I think you get into debates and all.
Yeah. Obviously.
People with the debate only, people might back out, chalo tu zikla.
No. People who know me on a personal level, they don't get scared of my physique. They know, bhai, this guy is chill. You can chat with him and all. And my debates are not usually, actually, they're never aggressive. And if I'm debating, I like to do it in a very systematic and, point-wise. Ki bhai, if you bring this topic up, you bring this point, let's clear that out. Then we'll shift off to another one. So a person who's debating to me needs to be of that mind level, If he is some stupid ass who's bringing up anything up right now, my voice is gonna raise. It's like talking to an idiot. That is it.
You continue the debate or you like, chala so zala kabar, I don't want to carry on the conversation, right?
See, if I have that feeling ki bhai, this guy is an idiot, and the point that I'm trying to put forward, he's not accepting the reality of it. I'm just not gonna say anything out in the air. I'm literally giving you with proof and how actually it is supposed to be and all in real time. But if you're talking something that is illogical and putting that into the debate, and I sense he's doing that, then it's like getting mud on myself. It's like banging my own head on the wall. So I'm like, okay, chalo bhai, you go. Doesn't matter. But I do my duty of letting him know that bhai, you're an idiot.
Yeah, that
I won't let you win this debate so easily. Know that you won the debate because you're an idiot and I backed out. Accept this fact and then go.
Yeah, that only I wanted. That something is cleared and then you're going, right? Okay, so before starting this further questions, now we'll start with the simplest questions. How often you come across statement like, "Oh, bodybuilder, I'm a builder or something," and that statement, does it give you a sense of validation? Or it doesn't affect you, like farak padna if anybody says that, or it boosts you?
I do notice in the corner of my eye people staring at me. Now I do not know what they say. Are they commenting on the physique, or they are like, "Arey, this is that guy who's making reels." Makti idea openna. But I know they are saying something. So in a way, first I used to feel awkward, but now I've kind of learned to accept it. Ki baba, okay, people might know me. I do not know them, so it's completely normal. But I don't maintain eye contact. I just let them be. Otherwise, they're gonna feel awkward. Arey yaar, dekh liya usne. That sort of a thing. Now, like you said, if it validates me, yeah, and if they are commenting on my physique, that is known to them, I'm happy because my hard work is paying off.
You get the boost.
Yeah, it does give a boost. If they are commenting because of my reels, I know either this guy doesn't like them, he's bitching about me. Thank you so much for that. That was my intention. If you like them, thank you so much once again.
The reels, which one specifically where you roast, right?
Yeah. I draw a line, a line of reality. Now, whatever happens on social media, like say the trends or any activity that is going on in social media, I weigh them down in accordance to them being done in a real world. Because social media is a tool wherein you can amplify things way out of proportion.
Yeah.
And people think it is normal. So I just take that and see, if this was done in the real world, how much sense or how much, weightage would it have at that point of time? And that helps me draw this line over there. And that line is not too far. It is very close to the point of origin. And so that is why it is very easy, for them to cross this line. And the moment you cross that line, bhai, tu had se bahar gaya. This is way too much. And that is the reason why, people will say that Dylan is having a problem with everything and anything. You're not looking...
Yeah, Dylan is only sharing negativity.
Yeah, they'll obviously say that because on Instagram, everyone is using it and everyone wants to do the same damn thing because Instagram provides those tools. But what I'm saying is, if you find it so easy to do it on Instagram, try replicating those same acts in real world and see how stupid you feel. And when I point that out, that is when people take offense. Yaar, tu bahut bol raha hai. You have a problem with this. You have a problem. I'm not having a problem as such. But do you all see the sense into it? Like how stupid you all sound. Like, bro, see, it's your birthday. I call you. I wish you. I send you a text message. Fine. Kunal, happy birthday. Message, happy birthday. Now, if I go out there in the public and say, Kunal, happy birthday. Mila wish tere ko. And now on top of it, you say, Dylan wished me happy birthday. Thank you, Dylan. How stupid it sounds. Now that is what is happening on Instagram. तू पहले wish कर, phone call करके, message भी डाल,
story डालो,
ऊपर से story भी डाल. Now you have the option to directly DM the person and say, भाई thank you for wishing me. But नहीं, तेरे को reshare करना है. दिखाना है कि भाई मेरे को इसने wish किया है तो इसलिए thank you. So these things somehow do not go well with me. They kind of shows this narcissistic behavior in a person. And Instagram being that platform that is making a business out of it.
It is promoting that kind of action, right?
Exactly. They know why people like to show off. They are liking these things. So why not give them the opportunities? And because it is provided, people will obviously use and they tend to normalize it. One person doing that thing, doing something out of line will seem awkward. If 10,000 people do that same thing, okay, bhai, ye to chalu hai. Maybe this is the way of life.
This is the direction what we need to follow.
Exactly. And then in that, one person like me comes. They'll say, what is wrong with you?
Karna ka use banta lete. Don't use Instagram.
Don't use. Arey, you're the mad person over here. Everyone is doing this. Tere ko kyu problem hai? They'll say.
When is your birthday? When Dylan? We need to repost.
No, repost no. People, I actually tell my friends, dude, please try not to put up stories. Even if you message, call, it is fine. If you don't wish, also not a big deal. It's not like the world is gonna end. You're my enemy at the end of the day. I don't make a big deal about my birthday as well. I'm always low-key at that day. I actually go in hiding because I don't like the attention on my birthday. If anyone puts up a story, chalo bhai, I DM them. Thank you, boss.
You go underground because kona party ditlo parat.
Hey, party dal. But somehow I don't like that kind of attention on that particular day. Birthday is always like low-key for me.
Since we're talking about debates and all, there's an interesting debate where people say like, you are from a different generation, right? Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, Mandabay, and they say that my generation is the best, I think you are from generation Y, right? Millennial, 1991, right?
Yeah.
And you must be seeing whatever you're saying, that belongs to generation
Yes.
Z. So what problem do you feel with that generation?
The way I see it, all the 90s kids, I'll say even till 2000 also. Even till 2000 things were the same. we had this, I'll say we at this point of time. There was this sense of, self-realization, you could say, wherein we knew ki bhai, if I could do one particular thing, I'm not the king of the world. There will be 10 other people who are doing the same things in a better way, just that we do not know about them. So there was this very humble approach that we had to keep, just to make sure that we are not, saying hamara hi bhai lal hai. Because the moment we do that, the teachers, the parents used to call us show-offs. So that was there. Now since 2000 onwards, when the internet broke in, Facebook and all this stuff started coming in, it has become very convenient for us to to sit at home and project wins and achievements over it, and we are kind of manipulated. I know this happens because in the movie The Social Network, if you watched it, social media sites, especially Instagram, they actually monitor what you're supposed to see. The very fact that Facebook never had a dislike button, Instagram doesn't have a dislike button, is a clear indication ki bhai, you are supposed to absorb only the good things. And when you absorb those things, you completely lose a track onto the negative sides. Yeah, right. So it has become very convenient for us to bask in this glory that people are giving likes, but no one is paying attention ki bhai, I could be wrong somewhere. There is a person who's doing better than me. And then maybe I'm thinking too highly about myself. And I see this generation, like you said, Generation Z, doing all these things. They are so enclosed in that virtual bubble of theirs, bhai. Like their feet are outside, but their head is consistently inside that bubble. And they will never step out to keep a check on reality. The very fact that people are chasing number of followers and views when you actually don't get anything. Streaks. What is the point of streaks?
I have uninstalled Snapchat because of that. I couldn't handle that.
I know.
I get random people sending, black photo and
Black
some
photo.
ass or something. Just
Any
for the
shit.
streak. Yeah.
Exactly. So you see how this is working. They are doing things that actually don't have any productive value into it. But still, unko dopamine rush mil raha hai, that is the reason why they're gonna do. You're still living something. You're gonna have to earn something. Instagram is just for show business or whatever that it is. But yeah, Instagram and social media is like...
Yeah. They say use it. They say you use it as a promotional tool, but not like it takes over you.
True, exactly. I can understand businesses or legit influencers or travel bloggers using it, to put out the word. To do dance and lip syncing. Lip syncing has any sense into it, dude.
If you're starting out, then it is fine, right?
And I cannot tell you when I see these things now. And on top, kurtai de kottai. Shareui kormanta. What?
Please share, please support, show some love.
Yeah, support. Why? What are you? What support do you need? You're studying. You're not even earning anything from Instagram.
And those are the people who will say, I have posted 4 reels, I'm not getting that response and stuff. And I see creators who are there for 8 years, 10 years, still working hard.
Yeah.
And they say 4 reels are not working out, I need a break, I am on a content block.
Right. I suppose it has got to do with the algorithm. But then again, if people, like I said, these Gen Z guys, that generation, they support each other on Instagram. You pat my back, I'll pat yours. That sort of a thing.
That is it. True.
So if that entire generation only sharing and that circulation is within that circle and that circle is big, then they feel ki baba, they are growing on Instagram. Inko idea nahi hai ki baba, that is completely irrelevant to the actual world. They have to realize that. And that is something that I always, not always, but most of the times that is the point that I target. It is sad that leaving the kids aside, the teenagers, whoever they are, parents and grown ass people like you and me actually falling for all this stuff. And it pisses off even more. You are already absorbed into this. You're gonna put your kid also into the same situation. Then you say that your kid is going out of hand.
They make an Instagram account of their kid, when they are 2 years, 3 years old. I've seen a few accounts.
The satisfaction that I received after putting that reel out. I mean, not because of the good comments, people laughed and found it funny, but people actually felt offended by it. That was satisfaction to me. I received flack from it, bro. A friend of mine, I won't say female, sorry, a friend of mine.
A female species.
Yeah. She's a mother. She said that she was having problem with storage. Her hard disk crashes, and she's also having a cloud storage and all, which is not sufficient. And, more than 46,000 pictures are there of a kid. So she made an account for it. I'm like, okay. But at the back of the mind, I'm thinking, do you know there are people who are doing videography, there are photographers who have more than that, and their systems are not crashing. That was at the back of my mind. But the thing is, the account of a kid was private, which is a valid reason. Bhai, agar private hai, then okay, then you can monitor who follows the account and all. So I did not go to argue much on that. I said, okay, fine, you make sense, but this reel was for those people who want to show off, because I've seen those accounts. There's a separate account for a pet, a dog, cat or something, a kid also. Okay, so that is there. And another female, I could have taken the name, but let it be. I'm just gonna spare you right now. You're gonna be watching this, but I'll spare you. She started off in a very subtle way. It was on DM. She said, I did not like that reel of yours. You sounded very judgmental. I'm like, okay, fine. Not necessary for you to like it. I know people won't like my reels. Not everyone will. So it's totally fine. But she gave this very stupid and weirdest justification. Parents know what is best for their kids. Why do you have to interfere in that, it seems? In what way is creating an Instagram account for your 3-year-old kid or a small infant gonna be, a part of the upbringing? How is that best for the kid here? And I'm like, that is when I came to know ki bhai, it's pointless talking to this one. She's not talking on real terms. She's not getting the point that I'm trying to do. And that debate started off as a debate but ended up being like an argument. It went on really sour terms, and I told her, you might wanna unfollow me right now because you won't like my next reels which come because of this altercation that we have. And then she's like, as if I would wait for you to tell me. Now, I actually meant it in a good way, but this female was throwing off attitude at me. I'm like, yeah.
Stay tuned for more reels.
Yeah. I spared you, just know that.
So previously I've talked with many creators, artists, singer, but firefighting is something which I've not covered yet, and I'm the first firefighter here on 3xp. So what is this all about? You can share
the job profile itself tells you what it's supposed to do, but firefighting, keep Goa aside, but anywhere else, probably abroad and all, then there is high risk to life because the fires that they encounter or fight over there are on a completely different level. High-rise buildings and all that stuff.
You mean
there's
here
more
it
risk
is
over there.
Here it is safer.
Here it is very lenient. We do not have that many high-rise buildings over here. Neither do we have too many fire incidents. One reason because people are already educated on how to tackle fires, because our department does provide a one-day course to teachers and households on how to use extinguishers or how to tackle gas fires and all and that stuff.
I think in the industries also they provide, because I had
Yes, it is mandatory to do that. So people already know that, how to do. And any which ways, there are, household fires and, building complexes catching fires are very rare. The major calls that we receive, fire calls, I'll say, are in May, grass fires. Lok sheta uze galtai mare. And रावताय पळयताय द मोमेंट ते उजो आनी कोणागे भाटांगेल मरे तेन्ना आमकां पळयताय उदो घाल म्हणून. So that is one thing. And so fire incidents are less compared to the emergency and distress calls that we get. Now, emergency and distress calls are mainly, um, our season is during monsoons when uprooted trees and all fall on the road. So we have to clear. We treat that as an emergency.
I remember, I'll stop here, like that fire mandap bhatan uzwala tha, like we had done once and we ran away and I'm like, wow, entire thing is burning.
It's the and then bloody we have to go there with the what do you say, fire beaters and bloody
No,
bars that
we
thing
saw
out.
that it is burning and then we ran like we were kids and next day we were like, "Arey, kabar mare," for that entire thing is gone.
Nowadays, I mean, what farmers usually do this in their fields. ते चार बीन जाता पळय तेंक जोडोवपा ते उजो घालतात and then they just wait. And because in the heat of the sun it bloody spreads so fast that they cannot control. Now we go over there, we might not use water, but we can only control because it's wastage of water. How much to use? So we just go at the boundaries and we stop the fire over there only. Stomp it out or with fire beaters. That is it. Goros podzalar udak martale. That is it. And emergency calls, uprooted trees or rescue animal, this, that, blah, blah. The only sad thing is that people think anything and everything is an emergency call. What is an emergency call? Hey guys, I'm addressing you public, okay. Emergency calls are those calls that pose a threat to life and property. Okay. Now I'll tell you this incident which happened. Our control room received a call saying this was, I think, up north. We did not answer. I'm posted in Panjim. We did not answer the call. But this news came to us.
North meaning from where?
I think Bicholi, somewhere that side. So they received a call saying by an elderly person saying, Baba, घराचेर पोणस पडला. मातशें यो. Oh, so they took a turn out. They went, man, in that area and the tender round kattare. And पोणस दिसती पोणा. कॉल मारला ते मनशाक, बाबा आम्ही भायर आहा. सायरन मारली. वा करून तो जाणटेलो भायर येयलो, बाबा बाबा हिंगा ते गेले मेमोऱ्यान पळयताय रे. पोणस आसा तसो खंय पडला रे. अरे वयर सा पोणस पडटाय रे, नोळे फुट्टाय थिंगा. इट सीम्स मातशें ते काडून दी, तुमचे कडेन निसवण हाती व्हडली. Guys, this is not an emergency call. तुम लोगों को क्या लगता है? What are we? You know, you guys are causing unnecessary cost to the state. There's fuel going into it. There's time and effort going.
Yeah, people are wondering why taxes are increasing, you know.
Yeah. Any stupid thing, man, yaar. We have been even called to spray water outside. I cannot disclose where because then I'll be jacked big time. But we have been called to spray water on cow dung. That's an emergency call, seriously.
Maybe all can deny.
We can deny, yes. We are supposed to deny. Nakamana. But sometimes what happens is they give a call, Mare, saying that so-and-so thing has happened. But when we go over there, then we see what is the clear picture. We deny it over there. But then there's already a cost to the state over the fuel that is gone. Na? Yeah. People need to understand this. Yeah.
And I think someone in your team will be like, itla paise rade karu diya.
I know, man. No, we deny. We don't attend those here because that. See, we have a Ashok Stamb on our cap. Yeah. We have to give some sort of respect. And then washing of cow dung and all, it doesn't come under the job profile or even an emergency call. Yeah. Public need to understand this. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, so as we are talking before the podcast now, you told like you didn't take the convenient route, right? Why you chose like maga firefighting korba? You could have done something else, right?
Yeah, when there were vacancies for the Goa police and the fire force. Now, I knew for a fact that any Tom, Dick and Harry, the first option would be Goa police. Not because Zodpa Meta, that was never my intention, but somehow it has that vibe कि भाई मेरे को पुलिस में भर्ती होना है. That was there. And since the beginning, I've been that kind of a person who just doesn't want to follow the crowd. I refuse to follow. Even if it makes me look like a fool, I will go somewhere else. I don't care, but I do not want to be a part of the crowd. So Fire Force was there. I completely overlooked the police vacancies and I gave in my entry into the fire force. Thinking कि भाई चलो any which ways I'm getting a uniform job, khaki job, firefighting, भाई आग बुझाने को मिलेगा, risky job and all and stuff. Let's get into that. And somehow it was very attractive to me at that point of time. After getting into this, then I come to know ki Baba, it is not that dangerous as it seems. It is very lenient, but yeah, it is a very tasking job when the season comes. Monsoons and all. So there are days wherein 2 or 3 days there might not be calls, and then on a 4th day we might be jacked to the bone. Fart to fart calls jata hai. That covers up for all the damn 3 days that went dry. Yeah, and in a way it does suit my lifestyle because I'm already into gymming. So over there are guys who are good with a chainsaw and they call me JCB. ये कातोताय उबान उडोबाचे काम गेले.
Dylan aka JCB. Yeah. So in the intro I'll put like, welcome to 3XP, we have JCB today. And, yeah. Coming to your physics once again, we have 80% of the podcast talking about its physics. I won't ask like what was the motivation, inspiration and stuff. It's become too cliche, right? What is the motivation? But there are people who go gym for one and only thing, if you know, right?
Referring to babies?
Yeah. What is your reason like?
To join the gym?
Yeah.
I was very thin, like
when
stick
you were
thin.
like...
Now this was soon out of college. That was I think in 2008-9.
I think you don't have the pic posted, right? Anywhere?
It is there on Instagram. There is one. I have my previous pic and then the entire transformation.
Okay, I'll put it here.
So,
to have some context here.
Right. So, the thing was, I used to genuinely feel disgusted about my physique, dude. I'll tell you, wearing formal clothes was a huge embarrassment for me because I was so flat, straight, कि भाई when I tucked the shirt in, it used to come out like a balloon. हाथ बिन वो काट लेते भरे घातले रहते इसको यहाँ डाल रहे. So I used to hate wearing formal clothes and go to mass and all because of that. Casual to sort t-shirt बाहर.
Now it doesn't come out?
No.
How come?
हाथ.
Okay.
सारे क्या साथ. That balloon and all doesn't happen and all, man. So, that was, I used to genuinely feel disgusted about the way I used to look. Now, what triggered it off? My brother used to work out. He's not into bodybuilding, but he used to work out generally. And I saw him change. He started getting this tricep cutout over here, and a forearm and broad shoulders also he got. Now, what happens is when you see someone whom you know on a personal level get results like this, you are automatically motivated to do this. Okay, this guy is getting results. He's my brother after all. I'll see what I can do. If even by an inch I increase, I'll consider it as a win. So my brother got his call to join the cruise ship. He went. I joined the same gym that he went. And I did not join the gym under the aim that I would want to get into bodybuilding. I only just wanted to get rid of this stick thin body that I had. I just wanted some mass on
me. Yeah, so that you can attend weddings and all that. Yeah.
Exactly. Ki bhai, I shouldn't look malnourished because I used to look malnourished at that point of time. So 1.5 year into gymming, light gymming, just here and there and all, slight improvement came onto me because stick thin, it is not that easy to gain muscle mass. And I did not know anything about diet and all. So 1.5 year into this, there was a bodybuilding show happening within that time period. And my gym coach, Laljit Chaudhary, he owns King's Gym right now. And our mentor, Sir Pascal Norana, he was a Mr. India participant. He used to come to the gym that time. And they were discussing organizing this bodybuilding competition. And I overheard the conversation. So I sat there only and Pascal sir just said to me, Dylan, there's good improvement onto you from the last time I've seen you. There's some sort of mass. I felt good, man. I said, thank you, sir. I just want to do one bodybuilding competition someday, I said. Someday. He's like, Laljit, isko utarna yaar, bodybuilding.
तैयार कर इसको, लौंडे को तैयार कर.
Yeah, and Laljit is like, हाँ यार उतर तू, अभी है ना अगले महीने उसमें कर. I'm like looking at both of them and I'm looking at my body. Do you all see me right now? Because I know how bodybuilders are supposed to be. Pascal sir said, see, dial in, look. You're not doing this for a win. You know and I know that you're not going to win this. But what is that to do for experience? You're not there. You're not going to lose anything, right? If you get eliminated. I'm like, okay, fine. मेरे को क्या करना है? I just need to get on the stage. I do not know posing and all. So Laljit taught me. Month. It just a month later there was a competition. So no proper diet or anything because I did not have that sort of a muscle mass. मेरे को उतारा यार stage पर.
Which weight category? That
I was
time?
under 65, 60 to 65. That was my weight category.
Very lightweight.
Yeah.
Ultra light.
Exactly, dude. And I got on stage. There were nine or 10 people at that point of time. And I kittu mon stage chair gello ma khobon na, dude. There were guys, same category but had proper muscle definition, good muscle maturity and all. And I think learn fakir so gela. Okay, now I'm standing over there, I'm posing, this pona, and I had no legs. I used to not work out legs. I was a typical just, gym bro. Okay.
Legs are very important.
Yes. And what happened? I got eliminated. Baba, the top 5 were selected. The rest of the bodybuilders, your participation is valued. Thank you so much. Now, at that point of time, I'm getting down the stairs, getting off the stage. No, that was the turning point, bro, that actually got me into bodybuilding. I was like, what was I even thinking of getting on stage at this point of time? Now I'm at this point that this is humiliating to me. People did not boo me or heckle me at that point of time, but I knew what I was. There's no way I'm going to let this settle. I'm going to work. I'm going to do one more competition. I said, man. Another month later on, another competition was held. I bust my ass over there. I came 5th. I was like, Lord, thank you so much. So, from there on, I got into bodybuilding. And from then on, it has always been, being a better version of myself than what I was at the last competition. Even today, if I participate, I'm not doing it for the win. I just compare my photos from the last competition and this one. If there is an improvement, I'm fine.
Photo album करता दिसता तो एक every year, body.
I have them on my PC. I know exactly all the competitions that I've done. I've done more than 36 competitions. And not won all of them. I've been eliminated many times because, bodybuilding company, you need to be buff, veins and all. And I'm not into all of that. So, yeah, the max I've placed is 3rd. 3rd, I think I've got 5 times. The rest, 4th, 5th. And the remaining times eliminated. Yeah. The latest I've come was in Vasco. That was last year. Usme 3rd I am.
Okay, you're still going. I thought
I do bodybuilding still. Because it gives me an edge, no dude. See, if I don't compete, then gymming is just a regular thing that I do. Just because I know that I'm going to participate in the show, it helps me work out harder. कि भाई इसके लिए ready करना है.
Kind of exam, right?
Yes. It gives me that edge. It gives me a reason to be in shape. That is all.
So how many months prior you start preparing? Specifically for the competition with? Or you get surprises? Are next month asa ready opposite?
The organizers only are like that. They don't give a intimation, well in advance. So what we are forced to do is like assume ki there's gonna be a competition in December. So right now all the bodybuilders are like by December season time there's gonna be a competition somewhere or the other. They are prepping up. Mera kya hai? I am not into any PEDs or anything. I just make sure my diet is consistent at this point of time. And once they announce a competition, then maybe a month prior, I'll just tweak my diet and get high protein and less carbs into it. That is all. Ani titun baba jiklar na zalar mere ko kuch farak nahi. Even if I come 5th, enough. With them against those guys, me coming 5th, dude, is a huge thing.
Yeah, man. Nice. What DMs you get regarding bodybuilding, man? Frequently asked.
Frequently asked?
Diet sang mare baro ek like gym sang mare baro gym sang mare kaisa and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, see, people will always ask me tips and tricks. There are no tips, there are no tricks, guys. Seriously. Everyone, right from when bodybuilding started, from Sando to Arnold to Ronnie, even today, everyone has been doing the bench press only to get pecs. Okay? The only thing that differed between them, you or me, is a passion and a commitment towards it. I mean, what do you mean by give me some tips and tricks to lose belly fat? Kit ek 5 bench press maar pa jayega. There's nothing like that. You have to be consistent. You have to be motivated when you're doing this. The problem is, and I will actually take this opportunity to tell you guys, you will join the gym, no doubt. But, for how long you decide to stick to that regime is what matters. You will run. You will even start your diet. Chalo, you'll even do your diet. But for how long are you going to do it? People want quick results, yaar. Quick nahi aate.
Yeah. Start of the month they'll join or start of the year they'll join.
Yeah, they give up ki bhai kuch nahi ho raha hai. No, it takes a good amount of time for your body to, get used to that.
Yeah. 1 तारीख से शुरू करेंगे. 3 तारीख तक.
15th, Kabar.
यार सैटरडे वीकेंड करेंगे. पार्टी.
Big time. It's they have their priorities all messed up. And the people who, make these excuses, these are the ones who do not genuinely want that transformation in their body. They just want to see it as a plus point.
I think when they go out and when they attend events and all, then they see body, then they get that.
उम्मीद ही चे रहता है. It's not because they genuinely want. And like I said, I used to feel really disgusted looking at myself. Even someone who is on the heavier side, obese, I'll say, not fat, obese, who's having, a lot of celluloid and all. When they look at themselves in the mirror, they will say, yaar, this is not how I'm supposed to look. And they will actually make an effort to go to the gym and, lose those kgs. They do it. The only problem, another problem that they will face is once they lose those kgs, मैंने आसमान को छू लिया, चल let's get back to my old life.
And then they cross their old life.
Exactly. The point is once you go on the mountain, right, you reach on top, bloody stay there. Try as much as you can. क्या पत नहीं आता है रे bloody hell. The only shitty thing that these guys do is like, blow it way out of proportion. Like, you go to the gym, chalo, fitness lifestyle. Bhai, kitne baar ja rahe ho aap gym mein? How long have you been going?
Yeah. Then you put stories, gym is my life, and then you put reels and...
I know people who are doing that. But...
who put reel and go viral. And
I know. But then actually end up having sweets, weekend parties, no sleep and booze. इनको लगता है कि भाई इनका जिम खाली इनका बॉडी खाली जिम में होता है. Workout is one thing. Your diet and your sleep actually is a huge contributor to your gains, man.
Diet, they say it is 80%.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes, definitely, dude. Because if I go on Monday and do chest, I have to let my body recover for that. For that, I need to give it nutrients. Now, if I go on Monday and I don't go to the gym on Tuesday, on Wednesday, it is still fine. Because my muscle fibers are still recovering to all that damage that was being done for those things. But when this is happening, if you deprive your sleep, party and all, your muscles don't recover. You end up losing even more. People don't understand that. They'll go in the gym, bust their ass for 1 hour, come back home and ruin their entire schedule. Completely. They have to understand ki baba, your recovery, you will lay the foundation stone in the gym, but the entire process of your body,
then you go home
taking
and you
shape,
break it.
happens at home in your lifestyle. People don't follow that. That is a problem. They have to be educated about these things.
Booze destroys the muscle, right?
Yes.
The manta ne are beer mala kai जाना रे बारी बारी.
See, once in a while I can understand. 1 beer, 2 beer. Yeah, yaar. People drinking 6-5 cans of beer, you tell them to drink 6-5 bottles of water, they can't drink. Beers they can. And on top of it, they even eat food.
विका निकोस फाउटी बसता मरे क्या मरा ने I have seen people, I know, carrying that cans, entire thing and all that. That's why.
I do see that.
And it's for only for 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
I can understand if it is a big group, right?
I know. I've seen friends do that. Even some of the bodybuilders do. They do. I won't deny that. But then that is their lifestyle. They know how to cope up with it. But doing those things for me, it's a huge, gamble that I'm gonna take. First of all, because my alcohol tolerance is very low. I get high. इल्लेशे वाईन देखून पिले राहूं डो. बियर देखून पायंटाची हांव हाफ पिता. मुका फुल पिवपा जायना. So yeah, I'm not into boozing or late night partying. I need my sleep.
I have slim friends, who gulp 2 or 3 big bottles.
In quick succession, right? I don't know how they do that. They think it is a huge deal to do that, dude. I do not know how. If you can lift, being a guy, if you can lift 15 kg dumbbell, okay, fine. You're stating something towards your manhood. Thinking 15 cans and all, ये कितने रे?
हाँ, मागीर रातचे फ्रेंडाक कॉल करपाक रे मातसो यो बरे हॉस्पिटलांत मातसो एडमीट आसा.
कितें जालें जाल्यार बाबा कितें जालें? काय ना हांव बायक चलयतालो झाड मध्ये येयलें रस्त्याचेर म्हणटात.
So that was part 1 of the episode and I hope you enjoyed listening. If you're up for a treat, then definitely check out the other episodes on the channel. Also drop in every Monday and Thursday to check out new episodes without fail. So yeah, that's pretty much with this episode. Stay tuned for this next part and we see you in the next one.